mean, but if anyone else wants to take it on, by all means, if you're smart and you think it's a good idea, it's all yours. And just thank me when you win the Nobel Peace Prize. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, there it is. Our next act, ladies and gentlemen, he's only been doing this for a couple of months, so you have to be really fucking nice. And this is what this room is about, right? Because it's, we get, established comics coming out trying new stuff, and we also get the new comics giving them a go. And we do it in front of you because you're such a great audience. So, and you've done a very good job so far. So, ladies and gentlemen, keep that up. Welcome to the stage, Alex Anderson.
All right, how you doing, guys? You good?
Yeah.
Oh, I can feel the enthusiasm. I've got a warm feeling. It's good. Before I get started, I just want to do a quick poll around the, just get a show of hands. Anyone here who's done any marijuana, ecstasy, party drugs, anything like that? Just a show of hands. 2 people. Come on. Come on, man, you're not going to put your hand up. You look stoned now. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So, no, seriously, hands up. Can I get some hands? All right, wow. If you guys could just make your way down to the back, Sergeant McIntyre would like a few words. That was easy, Sarge. Who says it affects your judgment, hey? But look, I got into comedy for the reason that most guys do most things, for chicks. And I can't tell you what a colossal failure in judgment that's been. And I should have known better, because if you want to get chicks, you've got to get into a band, And I knew this because I was in a band 10 years ago, in a garage band. We got out of the garage exactly one time. And we played at the Hawthorne Rowing Club. And I tried my comedy styles even then. I said, "Are you ready to row?" Actually got a lot better response tonight. Fantastic. Yeah, look, I'm going to try something a little bit different now, which is always a bit scary. I'm going to go for a little bit of audience participation, and say to you guys, like, looking at me, I'm a comedian tonight, but just want you to guess what I used to do for a living. And before you start, I've never captained the Starship Enterprise. I'm not now, nor have I ever been the lead singer in a Midnight Oil cover band. And I don't spend my days plotting the demise of Superman. So, if you could just shout it out, what do you think I used to do?
Builder. Right here.
Builder. If I was making that kind of money, I wouldn't be pimping myself out for 5 to 7 minutes here, let me tell you. What else? So, what else? Anything?
Garage band.
Garage band, about 10 years ago. Are you listening? Are you listening? Anything else? Anyone else?
Stunt double for Michael Chiklis.
There's always one. There's always one. Well, I'm actually very surprised, because usually when I throw it out to people, I usually get someone to yell out, "You look like a cop." And now I'm looking at some of you thinking, "Oh yeah, now that you mention it, he does look like an asshole." And the thing is, it's got its ups and downs. I mean, I'm not a cop, but I must look like one. And, well, look, nobody ever tries to hassle me, trying to sell me drugs at a party. But on the other hand, I can never get anyone to sell me drugs at a party. So, swings and roundabouts. But the thing is, I used to really, I used to take it to heart. I used to think, what is it about me that gives us a cop vibe, And I thought to myself, well, I'm a big guy, maybe I'll give off an air of authority. Maybe I've got an honest face. Maybe I look like an upstanding citizen, perhaps. You didn't have to laugh quite that loud, did you? Well, that line of reasoning well and truly went out the window when one lady said to me, and I quote, "Alex, the reason everyone assumes you're a cop is because you're a big fat white bald cunt with an air of scumbag entitlement who would need a gun to make up for his extremely small cock." Wasn't exactly the breakthrough I was after when I went to couples counselling. But she's got the house now and living quite happily with a counsellor, from what I hear, so money well spent. But one thing that might not be immediately apparent looking at me, because, my name is Alex Anderson, I look about as Anglo as they come, but I'm actually half Italian. My mum's Italian, and I feel in a lot of ways I've merged cultures a bit, because, I'm a godless, apathetic pisshead. But I've also got a furniture store that I'm using as a front to launder drug money. Brunswick and Footscray. Multiculturalism. Look, just in case you haven't noticed, I'm bald, and having this shaved head, you know, sometimes it attracts an undesirable element sometimes. You know, some people look at me and they think I'm some kind of neo-Nazi fascist or romper stomper or whatever, you know. Glad you're laughing. And, you know, I had one guy come up to me at the train station once and he thought he found a brother in arms, you know, and he starts up, you know, a conversation, and there was this woman went past and she was Muslim. She was obviously Muslim. She had their headdress on and everything. This guy starts going off his tree. He's like, fucking Muslims, mate, fucking Muslims. We should just fucking bomb the lot of them, mate. You know, that'd solve the world's problems. I'm like, mate, fucking don't let this bald head fool you. Right? I'm not into your ignorant, ill-thought-out, racist diatribe. You're not going to solve any of the world's problems unless the blacks, Asians and Jews are taken care of as well. That is a joke. That is a joke. And I do actually feel quite guilty about it because I really shouldn't joke about it, you know, being in my position, because my great-grandfather actually died in World War II in a concentration camp in Auschwitz, actually, and he was pretty drunk when he fell off the watchtower. I think the point there is that racism affects us all. Thanks a lot, guys. You've been great.
Yeah, Alex Anderson, ladies and gentlemen.